Supply offences. We're going to be talking, as I said earlier, about both legal and illegal drugs. We're going to be talking about prescription drugs, both possession and supply for the purposes of legal use and, of course, illegal use. The main act that we're going to be talking about in the webinar tonight, as we did in part 1, is the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971, and I will abbreviate that quite often in the slides, as you will see, to MDA. And we will be talking about classes of drugs or categories of drugs A, B and C, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. We're going to be looking obviously at supply as an offence, defences to offences of supply, and the types of penalties or sanctions that the courts in the UK are awarding at the current time. And then at the end of the webinar, I provide you with a glossary of terms, both what we call formal register and more informal register, words and phrases that would be really useful for you, whether you're interpreting in this area or translating, or possibly like myself, both. I've added to the one that I started creating in part 1, so this is an even more extensive one, and feel free obviously yourselves to add to it in your own time. And then finally we'll be talking about the kind of resources that would be quite useful for you to look up